All right, everybody. It's Josh here with Zero Gravity. Just wanted to go over a little bit more about Palantir. As you just seen, that was the double click video for the demo on April 14th. This is a big move for Palantir, as the biggest worry and concern is them being able to spread commercially. And this is going to show you how they're able to use their technology along all the different opportunities that are out there. When you look just based on their website here, all of the solutions and everything that they're available for. They have everything from auto racing, COVID-19 response, sales, law enforcement, insurance. There's a lot of other opportunities out there for them. And I think we are waiting for some of those big news announcements to come out. And I think we're extremely close on a lot of them. A lot of the big things I've been following is a lot of the money from the government. A lot of that's going to be specifically dedicated to Palantir. We already know this just based on their security level and where they already are as far as the vaccine rollout, stuff like that. It's definitely a lot of that money is going to go to Palantir. Just kind of waiting to see how much it is. Overall, the market sentiment on Palantir is extremely bullish. I'd say it's like a 93% bullish. So everybody thinks this company is gonna grow and be worth more than it is. I think we're just kind of waiting on news right now. A lot of it's just been from the overall beat down the market has taken. But everywhere I look, it's just extreme good thoughts about Palantir. This was actually from today. I don't know if too many of you guys are familiar with him or not. I'm sure most of you are. It's Meet Kevin. Let me see what he had to say today.
Hey, man. Okay, let's see here. So revenue. Okay. Oh yeah. So what we were talking about Palantir. Get to talking about Palantir, Kevin. We need some music. Hold on. What do we need? Bull. Yes, that was so slow and delayed. But you know what we need to talk about Palantir? This is what we need to talk about Palantir. Okay, folks. Now we're gonna talk about Palantir. A stock that is currently about 50% off from all-time highs. A stock that you can build wealth with while it spies on you and learns everything about you. But don't worry about that. Get your tendies with Palantir.
So as I was saying, it's hard to find anybody that even has a bad thing to say about Palantir right now. And it's just overall impressive moves in the market right now. So the things I'm kind of watching for, there's a lot of rumors going around about contracts with Verizon, AT&T, Facebook, Tesla. I've seen all kinds of stuff out there in the last few days. I'm waiting to see if any of those come to fruition, which any of those I think would be good drivers to push us forward. The other things is with the AWS, the Google Chrome extension they just announced. They just did another one too, IBM. With those, they're going to be doing a lot of smaller contracts. So they're going to be doing more mid-size and mom and pop type businesses. With those, we're not going to see the actual numbers advertised. They're not going to produce news and say, hey, we signed a $10,000 client through AWS. That's never going to be announced as news. So with the quarterly report, we'll be able to see exactly how much money they're making from those commercial capacities they're at right now, which I think we thoroughly might be impressed. The other thing that I was very intrigued by is, I don't know if you guys all follow Kathy Wood as well. They're talking about right now, say for example, there's the Palantir individual platform has about 6 different modules. And right now they're selling all 6 of those modules to large companies to do everything for them. Should save them millions of dollars over the next few months, save them a lot of time, save them a lot of workload, stuff like that. But that's a lot of money for somebody to take in. So your mid-size and your small companies are never going to be able to come up with that $10 million. But they're trying to piece all these different modules together and be able to sell them separately. So you need one specific module, say data analysis for your customer base, or your email marketing and your web or your mail marketing, stuff like that. You can take just one of the modules from there and you can scan it throughout your entire organization, so you can look at all your emails that have been sent, the ones that get the most responses, who responds to them, stuff like that. And you can start getting analytical with the exact data of what you're doing. Well, anyways, each one of those modules, they might be able to say, instead of selling $1 million for, the the whole batch. We'll sell you this one module for, say, $5 grand a month or 10 grand a year, something like that. It's not a substantial amount of money, but the effort and energy that go into it is going to be way less. The modules are already going to be pre-created, so everything on your side will be up to you to integrate and stuff like that. You'll still be able to get IT assistance, stuff like that, but it'll be a plug and play kind of deal. Now, one of the biggest reasons I love Palantir is because it is a software as a service company. Now, anytime you go to set up software and install software, then there's a lot of headaches that come along with it, trying to integrate all your information systems together, everything like that. So they have to hire techs to come out, help install, set up, and integrate. They also have to hire techs to come out and train, teach the people how to use it properly, all that kind of stuff. Now, once it's all set up, it's all installed, everybody knows how to operate it, those techs leave. You have a couple set up for, assistance over the phone or something if needed, and those techs go to set up another job and get another job started. So your software is still running at this company. They're still paying you that monthly reoccurring revenue stream, but you don't have to pay all those employees to be there. You don't have to pay the salespeople to help sell it. You don't have to really do a whole lot of anything. You just sit back and collect your subscription. Same with Netflix. They spend a ton of money on advertising, marketing, but then once I sign up, they get a monthly reoccurring revenue from me, and they never hear from me. I don't call, I don't complain, there's no issues. I've been using it for years. It's the same thing every month, and Palantir is going to continue to do that. So anyways, going back, looking at the chart here, it's very simple. Right now we're extremely close to this 2250 line here, and 2250 has been extremely strong resistance. We recently touched it early this month, around the 8th, the 5th and 8th. But previous to that, it was all the way back to early January, and then prior to that was December and November. So we haven't broke back down below the 2250 range since November of last year. We've had a lot of great news, a lot of new contracts, a lot of stuff's happened since then. So it's actually mind-blowing to me that it's still here. Now, the reason I think it is still here is just the overall market trends. It's nothing to do with Palantir itself. I think Palantir itself has extremely, strong bullish sentiment. So I just think it's the market itself and a little bit of a fear factor. So I produced this, I put out a little video yesterday, just kind of a quick example. The quadruple witching days happen 4 times a year. I put them all out here on the map for you as far as SPY. As you can see in SPY, we've been on an extreme bullish channel ever since the crash in March. Now, when you zoom in all the way on March here, the quadruple witching day was 320. So for the next day it was down, and then from that point forward it was pretty much straight up. We went up about $50 here, and then the next one was June 19th, same thing. The next few days we had a little bit of a sell-off, and then it continued to make another $50 run. So as you can see there, September 18th we had another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 day sell-off. So the quadruple witching days on a Friday. So the next Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, it just kind of bounced around here. It didn't really recover, didn't do anything. And then from that point, over the next few months, we made another huge run, 375 from 330. So about another, $40 run there. And then if you look, we just continued up that channel. We had some down days, down days, down days. And then we are right here, which the quadruple witching day was on the 19th. So we have this week of us bouncing around. Honestly, I don't see us dropping a whole lot. If we do, I don't think it'll be, much further in like 386 range on the SPY here. But honestly, feel like we're just going to continue this out and pull it closer to this trend line, and then have a huge bounce once everybody realizes, that all the fears with the Fed and Treasury, all that stuff's not going to change no matter what happens. So you might as well invest in your highest conviction stocks, which that's Kathy Wood's word. But highest conviction, the reason I say that is because 2 of my highest convictions is Palantir and Tesla, because I believe they're both changing the way we do things currently, and they have the largest room for growth. In previous years, let's go back to the boomer era, everybody did a calculations on a sheet of paper and wrote down what they thought the company was worth, and broke it down and came out with a stock price. And this is the fair stock price for that stock. Now, since then, we've watched and learned, and we've seen what happened with Coca-Cola. If you'd bought 1 share, You know, you could be a millionaire right now, right? Well, anyways, we watched all that stuff happen and we learned. So now we're putting more of our money into the future versus the current, because we know in the future is when we're going to retire. We're not retiring today. So we want to put our money in the highest conviction stocks that we see the most potential for growth in. And I believe Palantir is one of those. And the software as a service is one of those. And so much other AI, they're just all over it. You can't help but love Palantir. I appreciate you guys hanging out and watching the video. If there's any questions, anything like that, please leave me a comment. I'll be happy to answer them. If you haven't subscribed already, make sure you do so. I will be live streaming the Double Click event April 14th, and I'll also keep you up to date if any news or anything like that comes out with Palantir. I'll also be producing a lot of other videos and stuff like that. Just Palantir is one of my favorites right now, and I love talking about it. Appreciate it, you guys. Have a great day.